Okay, so I'm making these videos for my foreign exchange students that lived with me and my family the past couple of years. Um, and really it just so I can like kind of tell them about my weeks and all that fun stuff. And cause it's kind of hard like whenever they're like everywhere, like Germany, Italy, and Brazil is like everybody's doing their own thing, having their own lives, so it's kind of difficult to find the time to text and tell everything. So they don't know about this yet, so I'm gonna try and see how it goes. But yeah, this is just an experiment, and I'm just gonna be telling about my weeks, my experiences as I start college and go through college. Um, right now, I'm in my room in Texas. Um, and I'm about to go to the University of North Texas at or next week on Sundays whenever I move in. But this video, my first video, is going to be about the experience I just had at camp. Um, we did a lot of like fun little things, and we kind of um, I don't even know where to start. Or I guess I'll just start from when we checked in. We kind of just I already have a friend that I made at orientation. Her name's Elizabeth. Um, I'm gonna be talking about people in this video, but I'm really bad with names, like really bad with names. And I'll just like refer to them how I remember them, or if I can remember the name, I'll use that, or I'll just like talk about situations or experiences. But I've met a lot of people at this camp, but I can't remember everyone's name, but I definitely remember a lot of faces. Um, so hopefully I'll see a lot of them around campus. So we got to UNT. I stayed the night with my sister Michaela because she's been going to UNT um, for the past 3 years. Um, I stayed the night with her and her boyfriend in her apartment, and I went to bed kind of late, like at 2 in the morning, so I was kind of groggy in the morning when I woke up, and I left to go check in, and it was at 9 o'clock, I believe, on a Friday. Yeah. And I met up with my friend Elizabeth and my friend Aubrianne, who has gone to school with me. Um, she decided to go to UNT, and like I kind of introduced it to her, and I kind of convinced her to kind of go because she was choosing that or Baylor. And I used to want to go to Baylor really bad, but I changed my mind. I was like, UNT sounds so much better, and I'm glad I chose UNT. Um, but I got checked in, and we waited for the buses, and I was talking like group small talk. I met this girl named Olivia, which was Aubrianne's friend, and we went to the camp, which was like a 20-minute drive from the university, near this lake. Or it was actually on this lake. It was like we were surrounded by like water all around, and it was cool. It was really hot. It was like the highest like or the hottest weekend like for Denton that like for the whole summer. And we just did like little fun things after we checked in, and we met up with the theme was um, Divergent, and we had like little factions, and they gave us like bandanas, and I had a white bandana, um, which I got right here, a white bandana, and then we broke up into little families of like 5 people, and I met everyone in my group, and we got to know each other, and it was a lot of fun, and like we had to learn like little like little facts about UNT, like what the colors like or the colors the symbols of UNT are, their pride symbols, and like what like the mean green car was. I had to memorize 5 things, and someone had to memorize 4 of them. There was like 21 on the list. Information we played. um, a game later involving it, and then we played another game where we had to do like these four little stances with people, or like little things like things that involved college, like a bunk bed where you had to like lay down and like hold someone up, and they were like on the push-up position. You're holding their feet in the air, and you had like a random partner, and like they went around in a circle, and you went on the outside going the opposite way, and afterwards, um, like you just, like if you were the last one to get there, you and your partner would be out, and then there was like the last people. Like me and my partners, we always ended up in the last like three to like five people that were going, and 3 to 5 groups that were going, and that was a lot of fun too. And what I really liked about this camp is that it gave you a lot of free time. Like we had 3 hours of free time after we ate lunch and did like a little thing with our families, so that we could like go play mini golf or um, there was basketball, swimming, and like you could go just walk around, and then it really gave you a chance to like meet people. So you weren't like they didn't book it up with activities like to force you to meet people. So it was really up to you to like go out and meet people on your own. You had the opportunity to be around different people and actually go and do things that you'd like. Like I swam most of the time. I just got my hair this color, and people liked it a lot. I got a lot of compliments on it the entire time, which was really an ego boost. But I like went swimming with like Elizabeth, and that's where I met a guy there, and I talked to some people in the pool, and um, the second day I did the same thing, and I met a few more people, and then I also just relaxed. And then when there was other stuff to do, like I met some of Aubrey-Ann's friends, and that's just it was like a really good experience. And by the second day, I already had like my little group of friends that involved um, me, my friend Elizabeth, Haley, Sarah, Carson. I think that's everyone that was mainly around me the entire time, and they're pretty cool. And I think we're gonna get together for next week whenever we do flight week, and I'll tell you all about that. Um, because that should be fun. And yeah, and I really don't like camps, but I really wanted to go to this camp because it was a good way to meet people, and I really just want to take the opportunity to do something like that. And I thought it would be like a really good experience, and I'm glad I did it. And I'm glad it was only 2 days because I hate, or I don't hate, but I really dislike like sleeping like around a bunch of people like inside the bunks. And when I was a kid, I used to think the idea of it was really cool, but I just like don't like I don't know, I feel kind of gross. And I don't like showering like in the same area, especially since the showers are kind of like the like dirty showers. And then there was like just 2 bathroom stalls and like 2 sinks, and they had like a cabin full of guys, and um, the water like handle thing to turn on the water was on the outside of the shower. So when you like open the glass door, um, you like hit the handle, so you couldn't like you had to get out of the shower soaking wet to turn it off. Luckily there was a curtain, but you still had to get out, so you can't change outside because then the ground's all soaking wet and you can't really put your clothes there. So you had to figure out like what to do with your clothes and everything. So, and I don't like eating like in big groups of people to where we're all like eating the exact same thing, and everyone's like eating at the exact same time, and then there's like a cafeteria like lunch line and everything. It just makes you feel uncomfortable. But usually it's more uncomfortable if they're putting like the food down right in front of you and everyone just has to pick and fend for themselves. So it wasn't as bad, but I still it just gives me like a weird feeling. I mean, I could sucked it up and dealt with it, but it was just like all right. But I met a lot of fun people, and it was a really enjoyable experience, and I would do it again if I was given the opportunity. It was just really hot, and I got really tired, especially since I stayed up the night before day one, and I was really groggy that whole day. I don't want this video to be too long, so I think I'm going to end it here. Y'all have a great rest of your week, and I will try to check in and let y'all know what happens this week or whatever happens next week, because this week's probably not going to be that eventful. Have a great week.